Morning, happy Sunday. So today is the second Sunday of the challenge, which means it is a stretch day. Today's just going to be a little bit of a flow. Go ahead and do some booty kickers. So heel comes up towards the booty. Notice how the knee is not moving up to the side or forward. The knee stays right there. We're just curling that hamstring, warming it up. If you'd like, bring those arms forward and bring the elbows back. So every time the heel comes up, elbows come back. Moving through the body, saying good morning to those muscles. Good day. Before we stretch them. Go 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Hands on those hips. A little bit of a march. So the knee comes up, foot is flexed. Hands on the hips to make sure we don't arch through that low back. Arms come up overhead, shoulders down away from the ears. As the knee comes up, elbows come down. Make sure you're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Navel pulls back towards the spine, making sure you're arching into the low back. Abs engaged. Now add a small twist. There's 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. All right. So place your feet distance apart. Shift tap, shift tap. We're going to add an arm swing. And just let your body move organically through this. You may hear some pops and crunches, allowing the spine to twist a little bit. 3, 2, 1. Keep going, a little overhead reach. Make sure you're breathing. Now hold it together, hold it center. Reach, reach. Widen your stance a little bit. Go ahead and reach one arm over. Open up through the side body. Now make sure we're not collapsing in, okay? Spine stays nice and long. And imagine that you're keeping that length. I'm trying to point the head over. Arm comes up to lengthen this body, the side body. To lengthen underneath. Open. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulders drop away from the ears. Inhale. Bring it through. Shake it out. Other side. Hand on the hip. Bring that left arm up. And bring it on over again. Spine is nice and tall. Inhale. Exhale, drop the shoulders. Option to bring that lower arm down. Really opening up the side body, making sure we're not crunching into the back. The booty is squeezed. And bring it down. Shake it out. Now bring those toes forward, or actually toes can be slightly turned out. So natural stance. We're going to lower down, hands on the knees, bending the knees, arching the back, and then slowly rounding, coming back up. Before coming all the way up, arch the back again. And up. I'll show you profile so you see what I'm talking about with the back. Lower arm down. And back up. One more, but we're going to hold it at the bottom. Lower arm down. Inhale. Exhale. Round the back. Inhale. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. And go ahead and lower all the way down. Let your whole upper body hang low. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Soft bend in the knees. Slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Head is last to lift. Shake it out. Now we're going to bring the feet a little bit wider to like a sumo position. Come on down. Now notice if my fingers point out, my shoulders tend to come up. So I would like for your elbows to come out so they can slide. Shoulders can slide away from the ears. Deep inhale and exhale. You want to feel the stretch through the inner thighs. Inhale. And exhale. Option to stay here, or you can add a bit of a twist if it's available to you. And when it comes to stretching, you want to make sure, release, switch sides. You want to make sure you're always breathing. If you're not breathing, you're not actually stretching. You're just holding a very uncomfortable position. So you want to make sure you're breathing. Back to center. Now we're going to come up a little bit, toes rotate forward, forward fold. Lower all the way down. You're going to feel this in the hamstrings, back of the legs. Release through the low back. Let the head hang heavy. Soften in the knees. Slowly roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Head is last to lift. Shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, and bring it forward. 1, 2, and 3. Shake it out. For this next section, let's come on down to the floor. If you have a mat, awesome. I want you to come to a kneeling position. Hips over knee. Let's take that right leg forward. So you'll see there's a 90-degree bend in the front leg as well as in the back leg. Knee is directly underneath the heel. Hip is directly underneath the knee. Hands on the hips so that you're aware of where those hip bones are pointing. And now tuck the hips under. Hip flexor stretch. This is great if you sit a lot. We did this one last week. So inhale and exhale. Always drop those shoulders away from the ears. If you want to take this a step further, the same leg that's down, so in my case, the left leg is down. I'm going to bring the left arm up, okay? Inhale and exhale. Keeping those hips tucked under, shoulders down. One more inhale. On the exhale, a slight arch or hinge over. Getting a little bit deeper into that hip. 1. And bring it right back up. Lower the arm down. We're going to extend this foot forward. Flex the foot, hips go back. So we're going to get into that hamstring. Okay. Now again, check those hips. I got the right foot's forward, pulling that right hip back to line with the left. You're going to feel the hamstring a lot more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and plant that foot back down. Bend that front knee. Curl the back toes under and lift on up. Inhale. And exhale. Carefully lower that back knee down. Now, if you want to take this a step further, you can bend that back knee, taking the right arm, grabbing onto the left foot, if it's available to you, and pulling it close. This will allow you to get into that quad a little bit. Release. Bring both knees together. Child's pose. You can bring the knees a little wider. Inhale. And exhale. Carefully come back up. Walk those knees back together. We'll be coming back to child's pose. Don't worry. This time take that left foot forward. 90-degree bend. So it's 90 in front, 90 in the back. Take a look at those hips. Again, make sure that they're pointing straight forward. Hands on the hips. And tuck under. Inhale. And exhale. You might not notice much movement before you feel a stretch. You also, when you feel a stretch, you never want it to be painful or an excessive pull. Option to bring that arm up. Inhale. Inhale. On the exhale, option to hinge over. Shifting the weight back, flexing that front foot and extending that leg long, going into that hamstring. Now again, now we have the left leg in front. Bring that left hip back in line with the right. You will feel the hamstring a bit more. Try to keep that back flat. So think about inhale and exhale. Breathe into the hamstring. When you inhale, feel the space expand. When you exhale, feel it relax. Nice. We're going to bend that front foot 90 degrees, curl the toes under, lift on up to a lunge.
Now at any point, if any of this does not feel good on your knees, definitely you have the option to have more cushioning under the knees when you're kneeling. Do what is available for you. The fact that you are allocating time for stretching is super important. Lower that back knee down. Option to reach back with the opposite arm or that foot, rotating the shoulders forward. Inhale. And exhale. Getting into that quad. Carefully release. Let's bring both legs back to that child's pose. Now while we're here, take that left hand over to the left side. Right hand goes on top of the left hand. Sit back into that right hip, opening up that right side body. Inhale. And exhale. Carefully come back up. Right hand goes over to the right side. Left hand goes on top of the right. Sit back into that left hip. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Bring your knees together. Let's take a seat. Now lay all the way back. Feet hip distance apart and parallel. Hands by your side. Now we're just going to move the knees 1 inch one way and 1 inch the other way. Again, very small. You may feel something, you may not. This is great just to release any tension in the low back and the hip. Nice. So here we are. Let's take that left foot, cross it over the right so that we're doing a little bit of a figure 4 stretch. You can stay here and breathe if that feels good to you. Inhale. Exhale. You also have the option to take the hands, reach through the figure 4, lifting that right leg or that bottom leg up, grabbing onto the hamstring. Inhale and exhale. Take a look at that right knee. Is it directly over the hip? If not, adjust it. See how that may change the stretch for you. Inhale and exhale. Ooh, yes. Carefully release, placing that right foot back on the ground. And cross the legs at the knee, or whatever feels good for you. Arms come out to the side. Inhale. As you exhale, bring both legs over to that right side as far as feels comfortable for you. A little bit of spinal twist. Option to rotate the head over to that left side. Couple breaths here. Gaze back up to center. Bring the legs back up. Now when you bring your legs back, make sure that you actively engage the core. Unhook those legs, wiggle the knees side to side. You can take that right ankle on the left knee. Option to stay here, deep inhale. And exhale. You also have the option to take the hands through the 4, lifting that left leg up, grabbing on underneath the hamstring. Try to relax the shoulders. Deep inhale. And exhale. Again, be aware of where that knee is. You want to make sure it's right over the hip. Once you make that adjustment, see how it may change that stretch for you. Make it a bit harder. Deep inhale. And exhale. Carefully release. Placing that foot back down. Cross the legs if it's available. You're going to bring the legs over to that left side this time. Arms out to the side. Option to bring the head, gaze over to that right. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the gaze back to center. Activate the core as you bring those legs back to center as well. Feet side by side, hip distance apart. Just open. Bring a little inside and come on up. Take a seat. Clasp the hands together behind you. Open up the chest. Reach those fingertips long. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and slide them down the back. Opening up the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Last inhale. And exhale. Shake it out. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Sunday. Tomorrow we are going right back into a squat challenge, so enjoy today, get that walk in, get your water in, and I hope you have a good day.